Today's episode is brought to you by DNA Sports Training. If you or someone you know wants to take their game to the next level, then hit up DNA Sports Training. Visit DNASportsDenver.com to book a training session. We offer specialized sports training from football to track and field and everything else in between. Whether you're an offensive lineman or a defensive lineman wanting to get better off the ball, or you are an athlete wanting to improve your speed and agility, we have something for you over at DNA Sports. Visit DNASportsDenver.com right now and sign up.
What up?
What up, brother? We are back.
It's getting a little fancier and fancier every chance we get, I guess, huh?
Moving on up.
Trying to, man. We're a work in progress, dude. We figuring out how to make this thing fly.
Continuous improvement.
Sunday will be an interesting test run too, you know.
That's right.
We're gonna be getting at it again Sunday, but I definitely give us an opportunity to kind of work out some of the kinks over there at Mario's spot. Shout out Mario. What up, bro?
Nothing, man. It's just been an exciting few weeks of sports. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Feels like it's been forever, but it really hasn't. But it has. You know what I mean? So much happens in such a short period of time. Time flies when you're having fun, they say.
Yeah, I hear you. There's a lot going on, man. What you been up to?
Same old same, dude. Track, obviously. Watching these Nuggets whip some ass. Loving that. We'll get into that a little bit, but got out on the river a little bit with Jalen. Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. It was great, dude. It was great. I had a damn good time. Caught a grip of fish. Got that little. You might as well gave me crack, man. Rolling around with that fly rod. I'm not ready to throw my spin caster away like AJ suggested I would be, but I'm geared up, ready to go. Tell you that much.
That's what's up. You found a new love, a new passion, a new interest. That's what keeps us going.
More enhanced an already existing passion. I mean, I already loved fishing, bro. You know, and it just found a different way to do it. Even the small fish fought like hell, and it was. I found it interesting how hard it was to bring in some fish, and it was just tougher to land fish. And so I'm all about that, dude. Like, all about the challenge. I think that's what makes it fun. We hooked us onto some fatties, dude. There was a point where I was just standing in the river and I was looking down and I could see fish swimming around my legs, bro. Like Jalen knows his shit, dude. Like he had us on some fish, bro. Like everybody caught fish.
Reach down and just grab one with your bare hands.
I felt like it, bro. That water was fucking cold though.
Yeah.
I got up to my nuts in the water and that's when I knew I was cold. Like I wasn't cold until I got my nuts and butt in the water, bro. And once that hit, I was like, yeah, that shit's.
Were you wearing the waders and everything?
Yeah, bro, I swooped me up a pair of wader pants. I didn't get me the bib style, but I got some wader pants, some wader boots, bro. I was going, dog. It was dope. It was dope.
That's tight. Shout out to Jalen.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Jalen. That dude knows his shit, dude. Like, I'm serious, bro. Like,
I seen you caught a massive fish.
That one was the little one, dog. Don't clown me.
Bro.
Don't clown me.
Saying, dog, you doing your thing out there.
Nah, I caught some nice ones. I only got a picture of the little one, unfortunately. And people think I'm capping a little bit, but that's not what the deal is.
You said it was an optical illusion. Remember, you said it's because it was in your hand.
That's true. That is true, bro. The way I was holding, I got big ass hands, dude. So I can't tell. I can't.
Make a cucumber look like a pickle.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And that's what it is, bro. That's what the real deal is.
That's what's up. Hey, at least you're out there catching fish, bro.
Dude,
you know what I mean? Enjoying the beautiful weather that we've been having. It was ups and downs. I know you guys probably thought the weather was gonna derail everything because it was kind of nasty beforehand. How did you guys adjust?
Well, it was the heat, bro. Like the heat was melting the snow a little bit faster than we expected, and was going to make for poor river conditions, but thankfully it got cold. You know, Colorado, bro, if you don't like the weather, wait a day or two, wait 15 minutes, and it'll change. Luckily, it got a little bit chillier, and the water, you could feel it. Like, it was weird, bro. Like, we got in the river early, like 7 in the morning, and it was cold, but like you could feel it running a little bit slower. But as the day progressed, you felt it running a little bit faster. And it was like a little bit, it wasn't hard to maneuver as long as you stood like thigh deep. As long as you didn't go deep, it wasn't too bad. But like you could feel that water rushing and starting to get a little bit more powerful and a little bit stronger, dude. It was wild.
Do you feel it like warming up throughout the day, or after so long you just kind of lost sense of
No,
cold?
I didn't like. I don't know. I didn't notice it. Like like I said, it didn't bother me as far as cold until I got nuts deep. And once I got nuts deep, it was just like freaking bone chilling.
Yeah.
But it didn't bother me too much, man. Like the weather wasn't like the coldness wasn't too bad. It never got like you never got used to it though because that water stays moving. So like it's continuously moving. You don't just get used. Like if you're sitting in a pool of cold water, after a while you kind of acclimate to it. It's like a different temperature every time it blows down.
How long did it take before you were on a fish?
So remember I was talking shit. Remember I was like, well, he said if I land a fish, or he'll give us our money back, right?
Yeah.
And you know, I was into a nice one, and AJ went to go net it. I think AJ cut it off the hook.
Oh, sabotage, huh?
Shout out AJ, but nah, AJ went to go help me out with the net, and those fish, man, like they don't like you barely hook them,
Yeah.
and it got off the hook, and we didn't get the net on it, and it got away, and it was a nice one, but that was the first one that I hooked into, and I looked at AJ, I go, you remember I was talking that shit, dude? Like that's what happened. That's my karma. That's what I get.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was in the water at 7. I was hooked onto a fish probably 7:30, and that's only because I didn't really start fishing until 7:15. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what's up. If I recall, Jalen said the first 15 minutes. Though.
dude, well, I wasn't the first one to catch a fish.
Oh, okay.
So it's a couple of the other brothers that went with us, they were on fish right away. Like
Was
he
he
would,
just moving back and forth from person to person, kind of giving them some help, or was he throwing his own line in too?
he didn't fish at all.
Nah.
He didn't fish at all. That I seen him up there. He was just kind of like, I think he did towards the end. Like he found his spots. Now that I think about it, because like we were holding down the spot, so like there was like 5 or 6 of us. So a couple of us can fish, a couple others just fart around, do whatever, and then kind of switch up, rotate a little bit. But we were just trying to hold down the spot, keep from other folks coming and overtaking the spot, and it was cool, man. Like that dude put us on some fish, bro, and
What was the estimate of fish caught that day? You think?
shit, easily 50 fish.
Damn.
Like between like 7 or 8 of us, bro. Like I caught 8, dude. Like I caught 8. I hooked like probably 10, and I landed 8 of them.
That is crazy.
Yeah, bro. And they weren't all like babies either. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you've seen the picture AJ posted, but AJ caught a fatty, bro. Just a nice little hog, dude. And then even that little brown I caught, that was only probably about 13, 14 inches, but it had a little meat to it, and it was a little fighter, dude. Like them river fish, they fight, and then Jalen was saying they like to try to go into the fast water when they're fighting because it kind of helps them swim a little bit faster and move.
Pulls them a little bit.
Yeah, bro. So like they try to go for that fast water, and so you have to like kind of fight and walk to keep them out. Fucking rocks are slippery and shit, so you're like trying not to fall in.
You're fighting against the current, and they're flowing with the current.
But they're trying to go with it, yeah, basically
Yeah.
trying to run away, and you're trying to pull them up out of it, and it was cool, bro. Like it was definitely an experience, and I'm ready to go again. We're gonna get your ass out there, bro. I think you'd have a blast.
That's what's up. But I don't know if they have. I would have to get my waders tailored, bro. 'Cause
That's what I thought too, bro. Because you know,
well, I'll buy a pair and they'll come up to my neck like this.
that'll be okay. Then you can get into your chest, bro. You could probably just wear my boots, dog.
In the kiddie pool.
We're gonna have to get you a little some floaties.
That's crazy. Hey, that's dope, man, that you had a good time. That, fish were obviously biting that day. 50 of them. 50 burger. Put a 50 burger up on them.
I Steph Curried the fish game,
Yeah, that's
or we
what's up.
Steph Curried. I can't say I Steph Curried it.
Speaking of,
Dude, how about these playoffs, huh?
these playoffs are getting crazy, man. A lot of things going down. Boston just tied up that series tonight with Philly.
Yeah. So much to the MVP, huh, Embiid?
Yep.
MVP.
Maybe it's the curse.
You know what,
last
bro?
few years, bro, and now that that's not on our back, we're about to do the damn thing.
Here's the deal, bro. I'm happy for him to have it. Like, congratulations. It's your first one. You were close the last 2. I'm happy for him to have it because I think Jokic wants to win a different kind of MVP, if you catch my drift. Yeah. I think he wants that NBA Finals MVP, and I think he wants that ring. And so as long as we're chasing that ring, I don't give a damn about that MVP, man. They look good against the Suns.
Yeah.
They look really good against the Suns.
And you know what? Honestly, bro, going into this series, I was like, this is the team. Even though the Lakers and the Warriors are kind of like that team that That's the hump we have to get
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
This was the team I was the most afraid of. And we're not out the woods yet. We're doing great. We keep up this pace. We're gonna
But with
get.
Chris Paul going to be
We're
out, bro,
gonna get
that's going
up.
to be tough for them.
It is gonna be tough for
That's
them.
one. Dude,
But I was
the
worried about them.
the amount of minutes that Book and Durant are playing right now, bro. Like Booker played like 45 or 48 this last one. Like,
Bro, I gotta eat some crow a little bit right now
why's that?
because I've been I don't want to say a hater on Jamal Murray,
Dog.
but I've been very
He's
very
inconsistent.
very skeptical about him. But
Yeah.
boy, has he came to play.
He got held up a little bit this last game, but even when we needed him in the fourth quarter,
He came
he was
through.
doing his thing. He was D'ing up. He had energy. Sometimes people confuse scoring as they gauge a player's game or how they did, and they forget about the defense. They forget about the grittiness. They forget about making it tough on the other guys. Nuggets only scored 97, but they held Phoenix to 87.
Yeah, and that's remarkable in itself, right there.
Yeah.
If they can, what I was telling the dude at work the other day is if they can bring that defense matched with Game One's offense,
Yeah.
forget about it.
Their defense has been decent over the playoffs too. I mean, I know they
Yes.
give up a lot of points, but they have a lot of possessions, dude. So they go through a lot of possessions. But their defense has been pretty solid, dude, so far the playoffs. I like what I'm seeing, bro. What I didn't like seeing was the Avalanche getting bounced by the Kraken, like in the first
Yeah,
round.
that wasn't cracking.
That was not Kraken.
And the thing is, bro, is it's just we need a little bit more help.
Yeah.
I think we're not the same team we were last year. We lost
We lost a lot of studs, dude.
Yeah, we lost some key pieces, and it definitely hurt us, bro. And McKinnon's out there doing all he can, but
Yo, that dude played like his hair was on fire,
Yeah,
bro.
he
Like
did.
he was getting it, dude. He was not trying to get beat. And I thought we got screwed a couple of calls. But I that's like the Denver thing. That's like the Colorado thing is to blame the referees and to bitch about the refereeing. Like ultimately we had opportunities to make plays out there and we didn't make plays. And it shout out to the Kraken. They came out and beat the Dallas Stars in the first game 5-4, in overtime. So they put up like four goals in the first period of that game. So, shout out to the Kraken. Grubauer, I thought Grubauer was gonna in typical Grubauer fashion, choke it up, and he did great and held it down for the Kraken. So shout out to them, man. Hopefully they win it all.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right now, the Oilers and the Vegas Knights are going at it in the second period, and it's 3-2. So we'll see how that one finishes out.
3-2 Vegas.
Just went into intermission.
I was hoping that Colorado would make it through and go play Vegas and we go watch some games out there.
Yeah, bro. The last time I was in Vegas for a Raider game, there was also a Golden Knights game, and bro, there was this dude that was so wasted out there, bro. It was, of course, you're in Vegas, but this dude was like, he needed to go to bed, bro. That dude was up too long. Hey, let's bounce back to the NBA playoffs a little bit, though. The West is shaping out right now, right? The Nuggets are doing their thing with the Suns. The Warriors and the Lakers are battling it out.
Yep.
Lakers take game one with Golden State shooting, making 21 of their 53
They
three-pointers.
shot 53 3-pointers, dude. That's freaking crazy.
But bro, that's what that's what I think a lot of teams make the mistake is trying to get into that 3-point competition with the Warriors.
Yeah.
And you're gonna lose. You know
Yeah,
what I
you got
mean?
to play
So-
them tough down low.
So the fact that the Lakers were just like, we're gonna attack the paint, we're not gonna shoot around the perimeter, we're gonna do what we gotta do in the paint and make you out physical us.
Well, AD was that dude. AD played pretty damn good. And when he's playing like that, the Lakers are going to be a hard out, even with LeBron being kind of older and not the same old LeBron. I think if Anthony Davis is playing like that, bro, it's a wrap. It's going to be tough. But I just think our depth is ridiculous. The defense we're playing. Say what you will about MPJ not playing in that fourth quarter. Malone seems to be making the right moves and tinkering just at the right ways. I thought KCP and Bruce Brown finished off that game right. And the young rookie Brown, bro, like he's killing it too, bro. Like Christian Brown's killing it too. Like he's coming through, D'ing up Durant.
And he brings a nice energy,
Dude, he
a
does.
nice young energy
He
off the
does.
bench. You know what I mean? Like it's refreshing to see. It's not the normal energy that you
Yo,
would see in the NBA, and he just brings a different pace. It's really exciting to watch.
yo, that boy, all he's done is won championships, bro.
Yep.
Like in high school, I think he's a 3-time champion. Won a championship at Kansas in the 1 year that he was there, and then now with the Nuggets, hopefully he can continue that championship push. But they're doing the thing, bro. This is like I've been telling people this is like a flip flop from last year's Nuggets to this year's Nuggets with that Avalanche from last year and this year. Like that's why I'm saying if the Kraken win it out, that'd be perfect because then it's gonna hold true, man. Like the Nuggets are they've got that look of a champion, bro, and I'm super excited about what that looks like.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see how it shapes out, man. The West, it's kind of crazy how like all these LA teams.
Yeah, these California
California
teams
teams,
got it
bro,
easy,
like-
bro. They ain't got to travel for shit. We got to go back and forth between us and Phoenix. It ain't too bad,
It
but
was pretty
still.
much only us, Minnesota, Phoenix, and Memphis
Yeah.
outside of the California teams.
Yeah, half the brackets California teams because it was the Clippers, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Kings, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so half the bracket was California, like, and it could have shook out. It was crazy. Is it could have shook out all but one series, being all California teams. So, whatever, dude. Like, I don't fear the Lakers, and we can get into this a little bit more, but I don't fear the Lakers. I don't fear the Warriors this year. I feel like our guys I think they're poised, bro. As
Yeah.
long as they stay healthy.
No, I agree with you. I think right now we're the team to beat.
Yeah.
The only thing is just those two teams, bro, are always the dangerous teams.
They got that pedigree, bro. They got that championship pedigree, dude. Like,
Yeah, they know how to do it. I mean, out of the two teams, I think I would rather face the Lakers, though. To be honest.
yeah, they're a little bit older, a little bit longer in the tooth, and I think we match up a little bit better. I don't want to be chasing Steph and Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole around, dude. That doesn't sound like conducive for success, and we just don't match up well with Golden State since they've been Golden State. Since was it 2014 or whatever when they beat us in that first round. We just don't match up very well, bro.
What do you think out of the East, whoever wins the Celtics and 76ers, or do you think the Knicks or the Heat have a chance at all?
The Heat are interesting because they knocked out the Bucks and they've been kind of hot and they've been playing really well. So they're super interesting. I think I think it'd be cool to see Philly come through and have that Embiid versus Jokic kind of matchup. I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. Like I think the Boston might be the toughest matchup, followed by Philly, then the Knicks, then the Heat, then the Knicks. The Heat got some championship pedigree too from just a couple years ago. I don't know, man. I don't scare. I'm not worried about them teams though.
Let's call it, bro. We're in the finals. Who do we want to see from the East? Who's the toughest matchup for us? And then who would we prefer?
Excuse me.
I think toughest matchup Celtics, obviously,
I would agree.
and obviously I'd probably like to play the Knicks or the Heat.
The Heat are decent. Or what scares me about the Knicks is the Knicks are probably the least fear the team I fear the least.
Yeah.
It's just that experience at Madison Square Garden and what that does with people. Like, Madison's Madison Square Garden with a championship at stake. Like that could be a rough little place to play. But I think I fear the Heat more than the Knicks, and I think I fear playing the Celtics a little bit more than the Sixers. Although, I mean, Sixers match up well with us, but I don't think they have enough firepower, and I don't think they're going to stop us.
Yeah. No,
So-
you're right. I think it'll be exciting to watch the Celtics and the Nuggets go at it. Honestly, we want to see a final that's action packed, and we want to beat the best.
While they're defending Eastern Conference champions, and they're better than they were last year in terms of their record. I think if we were going to beat the best, that would have been Milwaukee. Unfortunately, they're no longer a part of it. That team scared me a bunch, and I think that was the one team out the East that I worried about matching up with because we just don't match up well with them. And Giannis is a beast, but being that they're out, let's go.
Yeah.
And I like that matchup with either the Celtics or Sixers.
Yeah, hey, we're gonna see the way it shapes out the next few weeks.
Tell you what, if it matches up Sixers and the Nuggets, ESPN's gonna count that money.
Yep. As of right now, for everybody who's out there, the Nuggets, the Sun series is 2-0 Nuggets lead. Warriors, Lakers 1-0 Lakers lead. 1-1 in the Knicks Heat, and 1-1 in the Celtics and 76ers.
Dom,
What up?
just a little side note. We'll get back to the playoffs. All right, we got a little bit more time for that. But I was blown away, man. And then you pointed out something to me that even blew me away even more. It was more staggering. But did you see the IMG Academy is being sold?
Yeah, one of the most prominent high school programs in the nation.
Man, 1.25 billion. It's a lot of money, right?
Yeah, but the crazy
Dude,
thing
hit him
about
with it. Hit him with it.
is in 2014 they purchased it for 2.4.
Jeez.
So they lost money.
And this is I didn't realize, dude, like this is a worldwide organization.
Yeah.
I mean, they got schools and facilities across the globe. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a place in Florida.
Oh no, bro! You got stars such as like Andre Agassi, Venus and Serena Williams, Pete Sampras. Tennis stars of that magnitude, and then you name it in the NFL and the NBA. It's just ridiculous how many stars have came out of IMG Academy.
That's wild, dude. And that just goes to show you, like, I just thought it was football, and I mean, I knew they had like a basketball program, but I mean, I just thought it was the high school. I didn't realize like they have facilities in Europe. They have facilities, in North America and South America and in other parts of the world too. So I thought it was crazy. 1.25 billion for a high school program and some other facilities, man. Like, when did we start seeing these coaches in Texas and whatnot start getting paid $1 million for their services?
Well, I'm sure they're already getting paid a hefty penny.
You ever see some of that, like six figures on some of these guys, bro? Like $100,000, $150,000. I think Frank turned me on to this one back in the day. That was like had one of the top programs in Texas. Homie was making like $150K. Their facilities
And that
are
was
better.
back then.
Yeah, and their facilities are better than like some of these college programs.
Probably making more than some WNBA basketball players.
While the coach from Valor, that dude who used to be at Valor, right after McCaffrey,
Yeah.
and he had some success right away. He left to school in Texas. I mean, imagine coaching in Texas, bro. We think coaching up here is rough, dude. Imagine coaching in Texas.
Bro, it'd be like playing a team like Meade every weekend.
But what's dope about that though is you got a shit ton of kids that buy in. They're
Yeah.
not distracted by
You got
bullshit.
families that buy it, not only
Yeah,
the kids. The
towns,
families.
bro. Towns shut down. Like fucking.
Friday night
It's
lights.
Friday night football game. We going out. Yeah. And they shut down the whole town,
It's a
bro.
beautiful thing, bro. That's probably the only. I don't know. We might have some viewers in Texas, so I'll just.
Oh, yeah. I used to talk shit all the time. I had a bunch of roommates from Texas when I was going to school out in Missouri. I had a homie from my roommate was from Dallas, and they had homies from Houston and Dallas Fort Worth area. So I used to talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Quote Full Metal Jacket, and if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But no, man, there's a reason why they always have top recruits, and there's a reason why they have some of the most players in the NFL, and some of the best players ever to play the game come from Texas. They care about their football. My
Texas,
question,
Florida, Cali.
I was just going to ask you, Pennsylvania, Ohio, them are big
Yep.
thresholds for football too. What do you think the best football state is? Yep, I did that. And all of our viewers, if you're listening from one of these states that he doesn't mention, make sure you hit up DNASportsDenver.com/AskDNA and let him know about it.
Bro, everybody is assuming I'm probably going to rock with the West, but I'm going to say Florida. I'm going to say Florida, bro. Florida
Florida got
produces
some talent,
them
boy.
dogs, bro.
Florida got some talent.
Florida got them dogs. Texas is for real too, but I don't know. I just think Florida. I'm going Florida.
I can't fight back too much on Florida. Just for argument's sake, I'll go with Ohio. No, I'll go with we'll probably Cali or Texas, just for argument's sake. But I can't argue with Florida. Florida's got is a hotbed for amazing talent, and Just that Miami-Dade area alone, the players that have come out of that area, it's incredible. But people sleep on like Pennsylvania and Ohio. People sleep on some of them. Even Alabama now. Louisiana's got great
Georgia.
football. Georgia's got great football. What about what's the kid's name? Trent Seaborn.
Yep.
That's going to be playing his
he's
freshman year, but he's already won a state championship for the 7A school in Alabama.
in Alabama. Yeah,
Dude, that's wild.
he's already. He'll be part of the Crimson Tide at one time.
Dude, I keep seeing all these different videos because I'll be on YouTube, or not YouTube, excuse me, Instagram, and they go down a stupid path, and
So it's looking like Florida 201 NFL players, Texas 154, California 199. Ohio ranks 10th.
yeah. How many they got though?
84.
I'm gonna hit you with some trivia real quick. I hit my homie Matt with this at work. Shout out to my boy Matt. I got some trivia for you though.
What you got?
Who was the last
Ooh,
first round pick to come out of the state of Colorado?
the last first round pick.
The last first round pick to come out of the state of Colorado. So there's only like two of them.
When did Calais go? I don't know if Calais was a first rounder.
I don't know. It's a good question, isn't
I'm
it?
either gonna go with Landau or Calais Campbell. Who is it?
It was our boy McCaffrey.
Oh, duh, bro.
Bro,
why
that
did
was-
I even think about.
Hey,
That?
straight up, that's where the homie Matt went, was straight to Calais.
You know why? Because Calais is that dude, bro.
Calais was a dog, bro.
Hey,
But he came out
know-
out well before McCaffrey did though.
yeah, it's not the NFL or anything, but shout out to Max Borgi, bro. He's doing his thing in the XFL.
Hey, you know what? You take that opportunity to play as long as you can take that opportunity to play.
Speaking of McCaffrey, he's like his clone.
Yeah, dude. That kid was a beast in Pomona. We watched him play a few
Stud.
times. He was just ridiculous, bro. He didn't have the college career that I thought he would have up there at Washington State, but they also they were in between coaches. I think Mike Leach left.
Yeah.
And I think he was recruited. He would have been great for Mike Leach's system, but he still did his thing, and I would like to see him make a squad in the NFL. Man, it's tough, dude. And once you have gone as undrafted, like it's tough to stick around. Look at Philip Lindsay. You know, he's in the XFL now, still trying to get that next shot at the big leagues. You know what I mean? It's tough, dude. It's really tough. That's why it's like some of these guys that can make it through and last as long as they do, and it's a big shout out to them. If you think about the number of players, number of student athletes that become draft eligible and be drafted football players, it's alarming the low percentage of what it is. Something like less than 10% of student athletes go on to be professional football players.
Speaking of the draft, what were your takes?
I was maybe because there was the lack of moves, not just with my team, but with the Broncos here locally. Miami had 4 picks, and I wasn't blown away. They mostly made depth picks. They only had a second rounder, a third rounder, and a sixth and a seventh, if I'm not mistaken. So they made a lot of depth picks. But I thought it was intriguing, man. I think Bryce Young going first, it was kind of what everyone thought when Carolina moved up, to get that number 1 pick. I think that's kind of what a lot of people thought. But then to see C.J. Stroud go second, and then Houston make another move to get Will Anderson, a lot of people thought Will Anderson was the best player in the draft.
Yeah.
I thought it was entertaining. Anthony Richardson going to Indianapolis. I think that's going to be a crazy project up there to see how that turns out.
And then to see Levitt slide so much, he
Yeah,
dropped
dude.
quite a bit. Did you see
Out the first round.
Did you see the story or the memes with him with all the different chicks that were sitting? With
Yeah,
him?
dude. Yeah, I didn't quite get it, but like, one was his sister, one was his mom, and one was his chick, right?
Well, so the memes trying to spin it like they were all his chicks, except
Maybe
for
they
the
were.
mom. But the sisters look just like him.
Yeah.
Hey, but we got to give before we even talk about the rest of the draft. It would be absolutely horrible of us not to mention the Colorado players that were taken this year, whether they were in the draft or undrafted free agents. We had from CU, we had receiver Daniel Arias went with the Arizona Cardinals. Outside linebacker Guy Thomas went with the Colts. D lineman Terrence Lang went undrafted to the Chargers, and tight end Brady Russell went to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then from CSU, linebacker DeQuan Jackson also got drafted. So
That's what's up.
that's great to see Colorado boys,
That's right.
doing what they got to do and getting on the map.
Dude, how wild was it that Joey Porter Jr. got drafted by the Steelers?
Bro, that was crazy, but we should have took him.
Who's we?
The Raiders. We were waiting. We had the perfect opportunity to take him, and we didn't take him. There was a couple things that went on in the draft that I wasn't totally pleased with, but overall, I think I would rank.
That makes sense because you're not talking too much about the Raiders draft.
No, I listen. I would give it a B minus, a C plus.
B minus or C plus.
Yep, I think we had needs at corner, D tackle, D end, tight end, and offensive guard, and we filled all the offensive guard. We
Yeah.
picked up linebackers in the undrafted free agents. There's rumors that we're going after Patrick Queen. So we could,
Wait, what?
there's rumors we're trying to trade.
Trying to trade for Patrick Queen?
Yeah.
Man, Baltimore ain't giving up Patrick Queen.
Now they already said they're not signing his option.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe they can't afford him giving Lamar that money now.
You know what? You hit the nail on the head.
Dog,
right there, brother.
that's real right there, right? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, Patrick Queen's a good football player.
He is. He's a very good football player. So that's why if he comes to the silver and black, we
Probably
will
suck
welcome-
after that.
We'll welcome him with open arms, bro.
Bruh.
Bro.
Bruh.
Bro.
Bruh.
The Vikings picking up Jordan Addison to pair with Justin Jefferson. That's gonna be a tandem at receiver, bro.
Yeah, dude. And they already got what's his name? Osborne.
Yep.
And he's good compliment. So they're stacked.
New England got a stud in Christian Gonzalez. That's another guy that the
Yep.
Raiders were heavily rumored, and a lot of the mock drafts had the Raiders taking him at 7.
What do you think about the edge rusher they took at 7, the
I
Tyree
love
Wilson?
it. I love it. We didn't expect for him to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Edge rusher wasn't really necessarily a big need of ours, but it was depth, right? Chandler Jones is getting up there in age. We're going to see how he performs this year. To see Tyree, Chandler, and maybe Max on the field at the same time. Ooh-wee.
Let me ask you a question. Would you go after Dalton Reisner? As to fulfill your need at guard? He's still out there.
I would.
I mean, he's a serviceable guard. I didn't think he was horrible here. He wasn't great. He did have to play next to Bowles a lot, and Bowles is kind of, hit or miss. But
Bow-legged.
I think he'd be a good pickup for y'all.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree at all, actually. But there's a lot of moves that I think we should make. One being first and foremost signing another linebacker. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
Before we go on with the draft, before we go on with a little bit of review of what we thought about this Ryan Garcia tank fight, and before we continue on with our playoff talk with the Nuggets, I just want to give a shout out to Icon Sales. Visit myiconfurniture.com and see all the great deals my boy Mario and his team have for you over there. If you're in the neighborhood, stop in and check them out. They're conveniently located off 74th and Federal in Westminster. Also, big shout out to Icon Boxing. Sunday, May 28th, Icon Boxing proudly brings you Cero Miedo, the 2023 show for the bouts. This will be an amazing event for fight fans of all ages. Custom ring walks, custom bouts for the winners, post-fight interviews, and commentaries by your boys here at DNA. It's setting up to be a very excited event. Make sure you stay tuned to us here at DNA, to the website, to us on social media. Follow our folks at Icon Boxing, and we'll have more info to come very soon. perhaps trying to get some tickets to give away, some fans. We'll talk to Mario this Sunday, actually. He'll be on the podcast again. I think we're going to get Coach D. We're working on some interviews with some of the fighters that we know are going to be fighting. So it's going to be a fantastic night. Definitely one that you can bring all fight fans of all ages, bring your family down. Dom, I'm excited.
Yeah, man, I'm super excited. I can't wait. One thing we're not going to see is we're not going to see anybody taking the knee like we did in the fight against Garcia and Tank. You know what I mean? These dudes are out there. They're hungry. They're still passionate. They're going to be out there brawling.
Dom's being a savage.
Shout out to the X-Man. He's doing his thing all the time, coming out with his great entrances, and I can't wait to see you, man. That's the most I'm excited for the most is to see him do it.
Okay, I thought you were talking about seeing me. I'm excited to see me do the dang toe.
Mario's has told us a lot about his
for
son,
real.
bro,
For real.
and it sounds like he's a passionate fighter, and he's still growing in the game, and I can't wait to see what he does.
They got some really talented fighters over there.
They do.
Golden Glove winners at various age levels. So I'm excited to see that part, bro. Mario's gassed him up for sure, and he's been great in the whole situation. Just I'm excited to see what they do. We when we walked the facility over there, it was cool to kind of get in your mind how things are going to go, where things are going to be set up. Just the whole atmosphere is going to be fire, dude. So I'm excited. But Dom, you mentioned it, man. What happened to your prediction of Garcia knockout in the 4th round, dog?
You know what? I got a theory.
What's the theory?
The 7th round, the odds for Tank to beat Ryan Garcia were the highest. He took that knee purposeful.
He put some money on Tank?
He got paid.
You think so, huh?
I think he got paid, bro. Because, I mean, the thing is
I mean, the shot did connect.
I'm not going to sit here and act like a body shot wouldn't drop anybody.
Right.
But that body
That was a liver shot, bro.
It didn't look like it connected as hard as...
Bro, from that one angle, it didn't look like it. But that second angle, second angle, you see that fist go up in that gut, bro.
My problem is like, afterwards, right, he's like... Oh, I thought about getting up.
I was gonna get up,
but then I didn't.
Yeah, that threw me off right
And
there.
then he was
That
like,
right there
I'm
was
not gonna
sus.
make no excuses. That was just like, what are you talking
No,
about? bro?
that was
So,
sus.
If you contemplated that, bro, you mean to tell me if Mickey Ward, I always go back to this fight, Mickey Ward or Arturo Gotti took a body shot like that and they had to take a breather in the knee, you think they were not going to get back up? Bull.
You got to be willing to die in that ring, and I don't think Garcia was willing to die in that ring, and I think Tank might have been willing. And it happened early. It happened in that second round because Garcia was controlling the fight, and then in that second round, he was throwing them. I give props to Tank because Tank scouted this boy really well.
I was gonna say I didn't think that Garcia really was throwing as much. I think he should have threw his jab a lot more.
While he was active, he was really active that first round and a half, and then when he got caught slipping and he overthrew that left and Tank dropped him.
Yep.
After that, bro, he was super cautious.
But Tank, you're right. Tank was very strategic. He did his work. His camp did their job.
Oh, he knew what he was going to
Took
do.
away that left, bro.
Yep.
You could tell he was stepping at the left.
Yep.
And he was taking it away. So he eliminated the left.
Yep. He was working outside that left hand, bro. So every time that Garcia went and threw it, it either didn't have anything on it or it was missing.
Yep.
And every time he would miss, Tank would be in position just to line him up.
What if Crawford and Spence was as exciting as this one?
The world will never know. That's when I can give the little. No, I hope this fight inspired them to get their shit together, especially with the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view sales. I mean, there was hella pay-per-view sales on like 118 million or something like that. Yeah. So hopefully this inspires them to get their stuff together, dude, because there's no reason why we shouldn't see that fight.
That's what I mean. He got paid and got out of there, bro. He was even talking about, what are you doing next? He's like, oh, I'm going back up to 140.
Yeah,
he's
done.
I'm gonna find somebody else to fight.
Yep.
We might have a rematch one day. We'll see.
That boy don't want.
I want a rematch. Nah,
that boy don't want that.
He knows what Tank's bringing now, and he ain't talking no more.
Tank is more. Hey, and remember we talked about it. Like I thought Tank was going to lose just because of all the turmoil he has going on in his life right now, and everything that he's dealing with his cases and being convicted of a crime and knowing he may have to go do a little bid. Like I thought that was going to be too much for Tank to overcome, and it wasn't. It was quite the opposite, man. He did a great job being focused and
Motivated.
he came through, dude. He was well studied. He came through.
Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this one because, you know, that's
Spent a
how-
lot of time on it already.
Yeah, we spent too much time on it already, and it was about as exciting as watching two turtles race.
Well,
So anyway,
you know,
let's talk to some more exciting news.
what's what you got?
Nuggets,
Nuggets.
Suns. What you thinking?
I'm thinking, damn, I'd love to see them go Nuggets in 4. I'd love to see the Nuggets sweep them. They looked good against them. It's going to be hard for the Suns to overcome CP3 being out at least 3 games. They were winning that game before CP3 went out. They were winning by quite a bit. I still think the Nuggets would have came back, but CP3 ain't really that guy no more. But he facilitates the ball really well. He facilitates people open really well. So that's the part that you got to make up for, right? But I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. I'll tell you what. If we do sweep them, I think this Golden State Lakers series is going to go for 6 or 7 games. So, I don't think the layoff will kill us. I think we'll be all right. But I'm all about 4 or 5 games. Get this series done.
I got both. Both series is ending in 6.
Really, this one too.
I got Lakers in 6, Nuggets in 6.
So how does it look? Do you think Phoenix is going to get both these games in Phoenix?
No.
No, so Nuggets will get one here
Yep.
or get one in Phoenix, come back 3-1.
Yep.
You don't think if they come back, so you're saying that the Nuggets are going to lose game 5 here at home in Clint, or are you saying Phoenix is going to win in 6?
No, I'm saying Nuggets are winning the 6.
So they're going to lose game 5 at home and go win game 6 on the road?
Nah, you know what? They might. Phoenix might get these 2 in Phoenix.
You think so? And then Nuggets get.
And Nuggets get 1, and then we finish it in Phoenix.
I'd rather get one of these next 2 versus going back for game
you're
6.
right. You're right, but I think it's gonna go to 6.
You think so?
I don't
Either
think-
way, that means we're going to
I
have to
don't
close
think-
it out on the
bro,
road.
I just don't count Booker and Durant out like that. I know Chris Paul's out, but
It's going to be easier coming back down from altitude, for them boys to run. But they're getting a lot of minutes, dude.
they are getting a lot of minutes. but
KD's getting a ton of minutes.
those 2 can handle it.
How about the way, though, Christian Brown's D'ing up KD, bro?
Yeah.
KCP D'ing up KD. I just think, dude, ultimately, like I was listening on the radio today, and
I hope it's 4.
I hope I wouldn't mind seeing 5. I'm fine with 5. I'm fine with the 6 like you're talking about, right? That's cool because that means you can close out a series on the road. That's something we got to be able to do. It might come down to that in the Lakers or Golden State, playing them, either one of them 2 teams where we have to close out on the road. So I'm not opposed to it going 6. I don't see the Nuggets losing both these next 2 games. I would really like to get this 3rd one and then, put the pressure for that 4th one. And if we get the sweep, then we're gonna have to have somebody over there beating up Suns fans, talking about Nugs in 4.
Yep.
But
Reminiscing.
hey, dude, them fools deserve that shit.
Yeah, they did.
You can't be on the upper ground swinging down on somebody and still get your ass beat. That's too funny. And I'm sorry if I'm offending your boys, not you specifically.
They were
dog,
local,
but
weren't they?
They were local boys, man. They're some young knuckleheads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, yo, you pour a beer on me, dog. You catching these? You catching these? I don't fight no more.
That's
But you pour a
funny.
beer on me, dog. Like, who knows what's gonna happen at that point, man? You a grown ass man, dog. If somebody pour a beer on you, what are you gonna do?
Oh, it's going down. It's going down.
There's gonna be a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
The only
dude.
one who could get away with pouring a beer on me, bro, is a female.
Yeah, but if she got a boyfriend, you're gonna have to fight him he's gonna have to take that fade.
Yeah, he probably.
He gonna have to catch this fade, homie, just for your lady, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know though. If the dude's like wasted, like totally, like for me, bro. Like if I know I'm gonna smack you up, I'm not gonna smack you up, bro.
I knew this.
I'd rather smack somebody I think I could lose to.
I had this homie, a good homie. I won't mention his name because I hadn't talked to him for a while, so I don't even know if it's cool I'm sharing his story. But I just won't mention his name. But we were outside of Euphoria. Remember Euphoria?
Yeah.
We were doing like this hip hop night outside of Euphoria, and he used to get down with the crew. And there was this fool there talking shit. He was wasted, bro. And this fool open handed slapped him. Just open. He goes, I'm not gonna beat the shit out you because you're drunk, but I'm gonna slap the shit out you. And he open handed slapped the shit out of him.
Bro, that'll knock a drunk motherfucker out.
It's just like, man, I'd rather get my ass beat with some fists than get open hand slapped, dude. Just disrespectful. Like,
Yeah, that's what. Especially if you were in front of your woman.
oh, dude.
Getting slapped in front of your woman. Come on.
Unfortunately, the drunk guy didn't have a woman. I don't know, if, unfortunately or fortunately for him, but no, man. So you shared what you think with these two Western Conference. You think they're both going 6. Who do you think's winning the other one, Lakers or Golden State?
I think Lakers in 6.
Really? They shifted home court.
That's what I want. I want the Lakers to win.
Yeah. What about Philly and Boston? It's 1-1. Who do you got in that one?
I think I'm rocking with Boston.
You think you're gonna take Boston?
Yeah.
They took control of this game. I mean, 121-87.
You know what's crazy is like the games that the MVP plays, they lose.
Yeah, they won. I mean, Harden balled out game 1, 45 points. You know, they look good without Embiid, and I don't know, man. Like, it just rubbed me the wrong way. This man was campaigning for his MVP-ness. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't never seen someone just openly and actively campaign like that to be MVP, bro. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was a little disappointed by that. You know, what are you gonna do though?
Who do you got in the Knicks and the Heat?
I got the Heat pulling that one out, bro. I got the Heat pulling that one out.
I want to see the Knicks do it just because where they been.
Yeah, I want to see that game go 7 because that used to be a fun rivalry with the Heat and Knicks. I think back of Jeff Van Gundy hanging on Alonzo Mourning and just, you know, some of the beef that they used to have in that rivalry. That rivalry used to be tense. So I wouldn't mind seeing the Heat do it in 7. But, you know, ultimately, I wouldn't mind seeing the Knicks either. How about the Knicks and Boston matching up in the
Battle of the
conference
Gardens.
finals? You know what I mean? Like,
The Battle of the Gardens.
yo,
bro.
New York, Boston always goes hard.
That would be crazy. That would remind me of like, what was that movie where they kidnapped the dude with Damon Wayans?
Oh yes, Celtic Pride.
Celtic Pride, yeah.
That movie's hilarious, dude.
Yes.
You know what scares me
What's up?
is how the NBA desires to have these large market teams in these finals.
Yeah.
And then you got the beauty of the Lakers Celtics or the Lakers Knicks just right there. You have that beauty. Even Golden State, you know, versus any of those teams. Like, you know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I would never suggest that the NBA does, you know, has referees that fix games or shave points off of things.
Watch Netflix.
It's never been seen before, right?
It's, you know, it's not documented nowhere on a public streaming site or anything like that.
That's what worries me, bro. The Nuggets aren't a sexy pick to make it into the finals. They're a mid-market team.
And it wouldn't be the first time that the Nuggets are in the center of one of these allegations against a referee.
I mean, this is true.
You know, they did when we had Allen Iverson.
Yep.
They tend to
They used to,
do us dirty then.
Was that Donaghy?
Yep.
I mean, y'all want to do some research, go see that. Go learn about Donaghy and everything he had going on and how quickly the NBA worked to dismantle him in his credibility and everything that he was saying. But what he was saying, for the most part, was very true. And if all you had to do was watch the NBA to know that it was true. Know that certain players got certain calls that other people didn't, and you know, certain people were more likely to catch more fouls with certain referees.
And not only that, if you watch or you research on this dude, you already know that he had a lot of people who were getting down with him, and he just didn't tell on them.
Yep.
So that means there's still a lot of the people who are guilty of the same thing he was
Still
guilty
probably
of.
roughing.
Still probably reffing.
Yep, that's true.
So,
Well, it's like when we know when certain
watching,
referees, we know when certain referees are working the Nuggets game, we know we're going to get a short whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised at the discrepancy in game 2. Like, I think the Suns only shot 6 free throws, and I think we had like almost close to 20.
That's crazy.
You know, it usually doesn't happen for us, but we were much more aggressive too.
Sometimes it happens that way, you know, where, you know, that's why I tell people to, like, think before you complain about a ref, because those bad calls are gonna come your way.
They usually do, and I think the whistle favors the aggressor, right? Like
Yeah.
if you're an aggressive team, you're attacking the basket, you're working to the basket, attacking the basket. I feel like them calls are more likely to go your way versus if you're just being a pull up finesse team and you're not attacking. You know what I mean? I think you need to attack a little bit more to get that whistle, and sometimes you need to work them refs. And I don't think Phoenix is doing a good job of working them refs. I think. A more veteran style Phil Jackson type coach would have been talking shit about the referee, the free throw discrepancy in game 2 to work them refs a little bit because these coaches are famous for that too.
Yeah. In the perfect world, Nuggets finals, Nuggets take it. Who's your MVP?
Man, I think if we make it to the finals and we win, obviously I think Jamal's going to be a big part of that. But I think you saw it on game 2. I think Joker's going to come up and step up big, and I want to see him on that stage. None of these people are giving this man his respect.
Yeah.
Yes, he's a 2-time MVP, and they say, for him to win that, he'd have to be respected, and that's true to a point. But you turn on these talking heads on ESPN or any of these other programs, and they're always overlooking the Nuggets. Kendrick Perkins' dumbass going to get shut up real quick here when the Nuggets pull that thing out.
Jokic, if you're watching this and we get there and we pull it off, you got to bring your brothers on stage with you to get that trophy, bro. They're legends. Bro. You got to bring them out there with you.
You got to send his brothers to go talk to Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, for sure.
Because there might be some fireworks with that one, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I think Jokic should be the perfect MVP, and I think this is the MVP we're chasing right now. I don't think we're chasing that MVP. The 3-peat would have been nice. I think these guys were reluctant to give it to him just because of how great, Wilt, Russell, and Bird were,
Yeah.
So they're reluctant to give it to him. And I think if Jokic would have had more playoff success than he had right now, I think he would have had the benefit of the doubt. But being as it may, we're gonna win this damn thing this year, and then we're gonna come back next year and win 3 out of 4 MVPs. So let's fucking go.
That's what's up.
So, Dom, I'm getting about to that time
Yeah.
when we do the mailbag question, and we don't have a mailbag question this week, partially because I'm slacking, but also because some of our viewers are slacking.
Most of you guys out there are slacking.
Yeah, if there's something you want to ask us, want to know, want to get in the minds of from us as coaches' point of view, or just personal, hit up DNASportsDenver.com/askDNA. Come take part of the show, man. We definitely want your questions. But I got a question for you.
Shoot.
No, for real. I got a question for you, Dom.
Okay.
So as a coach, right, would you take someone who is hard-headed but extremely, extremely talented, but doesn't want, is a little bit more on the lazy side, but his talent just shines through, versus someone who maybe isn't, his talent's a little bit harder to see, but they're gritty, they work hard, they're there every day, they put that work in, they make their teammates better. Which player would you take more, and why?
That's tough for me because you know what kind of guy I am. I like to build character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, by having the guy who has a lot of talent but maybe necessarily doesn't know how to channel that talent in the right ways, I would like to be that person who helps him kind of see the bigger picture in life and realize his potential, his or her potential, before it's too late.
Yeah.
But you never want to turn away the guy who is just a lunch pail.
Yeah.
Guy goes to work, does what he got to do, never complains, always sets the standard. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough question, Coach. It's kind of like, I don't know if I want to answer that either way.
I think I would take the dude that comes to work.
Yeah.
So if I had a position up for grabs, and it was between the two people, the more talented but less committed, less focused individual, versus the not quite as talented but their focus, their drive, their commitment is there, I think I would take the latter. I take the person who has that drive and commitment, even if they don't have the talent. And the only reason why I think I would do that is because that is more infectious in a positive way than the other is.
It is.
You know, if you get someone in there with the wrong attitude, I don't care how talented they are, it can bring down what you're trying to do as a team.
It could.
And it can dismantle anything that you guys are trying to do, especially in a game like football, where the team aspect of everything, you don't have one person that takes over a game. You know, you might have a running back that goes off, but it requires the line blocking. It requires, the receivers and quarterbacks doing their thing to keep the defense honest. So I think I would, in a long way of saying, I think I would go with that person that maybe they don't have the talent, but I know their commitment's going to be there because they're going to raise the talent level and the commitment level of everyone else around them.
See, that's why we're a perfect fit at DNA because we bring out student athletes.
That's right.
With character, right? We build character.
That's right.
That's what we do.
That's
man.
why we're a perfect fit within this frame, man. And shout out, this will be on. We get this on YouTube. As you're listening and watching on YouTube or on Spotify, wherever you do, continue to do. It's about that time where we ride out into the sunset, man. But we just want to thank everybody, as always, for tuning in. Shout out to all of our folks out here, man. Dom, you want to give a shout out to what?
I do. I want to make sure that we give a shout out again to Icon Sales and Boxing, Anytime Flood Restoration, Rebel Promotions, Black Sevens, Janice's Catering, Lash All Beauty, and DNASportsDenver.com.
Shout out Cutthroat Barbers and Anglers. I got to write that shit in.
You got to write that in there.
Shout out to AJ, though. Shout out to Jalen Witt and 5280 Anglers. Shout out to Coach Dom.
And shout out to you out there, all the viewers. Make sure you listen. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you hit the notification gang and like, and share.
This is what I forget. If you're listening to this, make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube page, because when we live stream the fights on the 28th, we're live streaming them through DNA Sports Training's YouTube channel. So make sure you're already subscribed there and you got your notification button selected so that you get the notifications, because it's going to be a night to remember, and I can't wait to call these fights, Dom. Obviously, we're looking to open up doors into other avenues with what we do. So this is going to be a fun time. So make sure you're on that and you know when it goes down.
That's right.
Yo,
DNA Sports Denver, baby, and we out.
DNASportsDenver.com. Peace.